Good morning, everyone. Peter Zion here, coming to you from Montana's immigrant wilderness. I decided to record this one in a non-windy location. Had some questions that came in a couple days ago about what I thought about modern monetary theory. The very short version of what MMT is, for those of you who are not economic theorists, is that the balance of supply and demand for things, whether it's goods or services or capital, has become unhinged in the modern era, and therefore the government should be able to print currency with abandon to pay for whatever it wants to. As such, it has been embraced by folks like AOC and Bernie Sanders, because, if everything is free, then, why the hell not? The problem with that interpretation, of course, is that there's an other side to MMT, which is when the economy is doing well, the government should pay down all those deficits, which is something they conveniently ignore. Anyway, me personally, not a fan. I'm a fiscal conservative, so the idea of spending money that you don't have kind of rubs me the wrong way. But I still think that MMT is worth exploring, both in terms of theory and maybe even in some places in practice, because the rules of the game are changing. One of the key tenets of deglobalization and the demographics that I study as a regular basis is that the world that we're entering into is something fundamentally different from what has come before, and the era of globalization is almost over. Specifically, you have to look back for the last 500 years of human history. The period that we know as the modern world, ever since the Columbus expeditions, has been based on the concept of more. More people, more interaction, more trade, more technological evolution, more capital penetration, more involvement, more. However, the underpinning of this more is that populations continue to grow. And we turn that corner this decade. Most of the advanced world is already aging into obsolescence and is past the point of demographic recovery. The same is true for the Koreans, the Taiwanese, and especially the Chinese, which are now the fastest aging society in human history. So global consumption is peaking right now, global production is peaking right now, and global capital supplies are peaking in the next year. We don't have an economic model that can grapple with the new reality that we're in. Whether it's socialism or fascism or communism or capitalism, all of them are distribution systems based on the idea of more, and the more is going away. So while I think that MMT is an idiotic idea by the rules of what we're used to, those rules are going away. And I'm not saying MMT is the future, but I'm glad that there's someone out there who is at least tinkering around with the economic theory for something different. Will it be MMT? I doubt it. But we need to start going through the intellectual brain work of figuring out what's next, because what's next is just around the corner. By just around the corner, I mean for most of the world in just a couple of years. Now, here in North America, we have something else going for us, young people. The United States has the healthiest and youngest demography in the rich world. Mexico has the healthiest and youngest demography in the advanced developing world, and we're bolted together at the hip because of NAFTA. That means that we get to watch everyone else wrestle with this first. We have something that nobody else has. We have time. And at current ages of demographic aging, assuming no new in-migration, we have at least 30 years before we're in a situation like the rest of the world is in right now. That's a lot of time to learn a lot, or maybe just have a bunch more kids so we don't have to worry about it at all. But this is something that the rest of the world has to deal with very, very, very soon. And now the sun is officially up, so I'm going to go. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you in a couple more days from Idaho. Bye.